and welcome to What's Up with Education. Today I'm going to talk about what makes a great teacher. We all have those memorable teachers, those ones that stand out, and when we think back on them, we think fondly with a smile. But if we think about why, what made them memorable, why did they stand out? It's usually because they were great teachers. But what made them great? And why are some great to me, and yet some of my friends hated them? I had an English teacher like that. She was, to me, amazing, brilliant, hysterical, but I'd say that 70% of the school didn't like her. She had a dry sense of humor, and I found her quick-witted comments hilarious. They were usually under her breath, but a lot of my classmates just found her rude and offensive. She fostered a love for Macbeth in me that's probably a bit overstated. But her love for the English language was probably why I chose English as a sub-major at university. But then someone else in my class found her rude and obnoxious and thought she was a dreadful teacher. So what is up with that? And which one of us was right? I believe that teachers we think are great are the ones that manage to engage us. They spoke a learning language that we were familiar with, that spoke to us. And learning from them was natural and easy, and we wanted to. I had another teacher, though, an accounting teacher, and man, did I dislike that woman. I never really listened in class because I thought it didn't matter what I did, I was never going to please her, so what was the point? I was totally disengaged in that class, and I hated accounting, and I think it was just because of her. But again, others thought she was great. So really, what is up with that? How can the same teacher be perceived to be horrendously bad at teaching by one person and yet an absolute favorite by another? I believe this is because of engagement. Imagine you have teacher X who's very analytical, strategic. He explains the why and how things fit together, the purpose in the grand scheme of things. He wants to connect all the dots for all the class. But in the class sits learner B, who is much more of an implementer. He just wants to know what he has to do, when to do it, and how to get on with it, and he wants to start. He doesn't care about the history of Euclid or any of that. Just give me a task and let me get it done. So, would learner B feel teacher X is a great teacher? Probably not. They would find them confusing and long-winded, and they'd probably feel disengaged in class, much like I did in accounting. So, next to learner B is learner F, and he, on the other hand, loves the teacher. He always wants to know why and how things go together, what causes what, how they connect, and so he thinks teacher X is awesome. And that is what I mean by engagement. Learning happens when students are engaged, and now, more than any era before, teachers are in competition with a world of stimulation. So now they need to engage learners more efficiently. I know teachers and lecturers who are using a mixture of blended learning, technology, and trying to make things interesting, but it's not just about that. Unless you know what speaks to a child, what learning style they are, and what fires them up, the level of engagement you have with them just won't be where it should be or where it could be. So that's what we are doing at Conscious Connections. We are working with schools, universities, training colleges, a lot of education institutions, and we are training teachers on the 5 learning styles that we've identified, and we're giving them ideas on how to reach every learning style in one lesson. So we're putting together teacher teams who help each other develop teaching styles that reach all learning styles. Our goal is to align teaching and learning in a way that ensures engagement. Our programs include assessing the learners and the teachers, and then putting teams together, teacher teams, that help create much more engaging lessons. We also provide ongoing support and training and feedback, so we don't just come in, do the assessment, say, this is what you have to do, good luck with that, here, we'll see you. We make sure it's consistent. The quality of teaching and learning is what sets a school apart. And now more than ever, we need to be creative and innovative in our teaching methods. As an education institution, you want better academic performance, You want to increase student motivation. You want to increase their desire to learn. And ultimately, you want to churn out learners who are confident about what they can bring to the world. The way we are changing education means the magic of all of this happens naturally and consistently, which ultimately will give you learners and your teachers and your institution an edge over others. So get in touch with us. Let us help you set your students and teachers apart, make learning more natural, and prepare them confidently for their futures. See you in a week.